Hello, Algebra 2. This is the agenda for February 3rd. Please take out a piece of paper. On the top left, title it Notes Number 10. We're going to do function notation and graphs. The essential question is, how is function notation used with a graphical representation of a function? So in other words, how do we use f of x and g of x with a graph? At the end of the video, you should be able to understand that the function notation is sometimes asking you to find the x value, and sometimes the function notation is asking for you to find the y value from a graph. You do have homework tonight. Please complete it on a separate piece of paper. It will be assignment number 11, and it's one graph at the end of this video. Okay, so I do have new students to this classroom. So the first thing you need to know is to make sure that you have a piece of paper out. You're taking notes and write notes number 10 really big on the top left of your paper so that when you upload your work to the digital workbook, we know what it's for, top left of your paper. Okay? All right. So this is your lecture notes. I would like you to take a minute to copy down this box, leave some room for your answer, and then just draw a quick graph on it. You do not need to copy down the numbers, but you can just draw a quick graph. So copy the box on the left where it says find an answer and then g of -2. Write all those down and a quick graph. And you can hit pause on the video while you do that. Okay, so we're going to make sure that you understand everything from yesterday's Desmos activities. So remember function notation, when it's just written g of x, this x is the x value. Okay? That is the x value. So I want to make sure you understand the difference between finding g of -2 and the difference between that and finding g of x equals 4. Those are two different things that they're asking you. So when they ask g of -2, they're telling you the x is -2 and they're asking you what is the y. So you just go on the graph. Go to -2, so this would be -1. This is -2 on x. Here's the dot on the graph that would match. And how much is the y there? Well, you don't go up or down, so the y is worth 0. So the next one's the same way. They give you the x, so go where x is 0. That's at the middle. And they're asking you what's the y. So when you're in the middle, the origin at 0, go down to the graph where I'm making the blue dot. How much is that y? Well, it looks like -1, -2. It's at -3, isn't it? So the answer for the second one is -3. So those they're asking you, what is the y? The next one is different. You don't have the x. They give you the y. And you have to find the x. So they're asking you, what is the x? So now you have to go up on y to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now look over, where would the x be on your graph for when you're up at 4? So just look down. That would be at -3. So our answer is -3. Okay, the next one says g of 3. So we know the x is 3. They're asking you for the y. So let's go to 3. 1, 2, 3. How much is the y? You don't go up or down, so it's 0. The next one, you have to find x. They're telling you the y is 5. So now what is the x? So we're going to go up to where y is 5, way up here. We're going to look over to the graph. And then we look down, and so the answer there is -3. And the last one, you have the x, so they're asking you for the y. So we have to go over to 7. So here's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let me move my little in here. If I look down to the graph, where x is 7, y is -3. A lot of -3 answers today. Okay? All right. So I just want to show you one more picture here. So this is just a check. Do you understand the notations and how they relate to your knowledge of using a T-chart? So this is just a check. So remember, we used to just think, I knew that was going to happen. We just used to think XY T-charts, right? Now we're thinking X, f of X T-charts because f of X means the same thing as Y, right? Just in plain notation. We used to think of the point 0, 3, right? But now we think of it as f of 0 equals 3. We used to think of the point 4, 1. Now we can also read it as 4, 1 as the x and the y. Okay, and we just have some visuals up here. So this is the x, this is the y. 4, 1, which is shown right here. All right, 4, 1. All right. So you have homework tonight. It's homework 11. Draw a quick graph. Draw the quick graph. And then leave this screen up because you do need to find the dots. So for the homework, copy down this box and all the f of -10. Copy them all down. Put your answers in. And then for my new students, you need a new piece of paper. And then put homework number 11 in the top left of your paper. Label it like that, okay? All right, you guys have a great day.